Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. All right. So let's get into it, right? L- I definitely did not want to talk about this. I wanted to let it go because normally I'm not really on it like this. So let's get into it, right? But it's awkward. It's really awkward what's going on right now. And I'm a little at odds to explain what I'm seeing here, you know, because it's just interesting. Like there's so many crucifixion videos related to Billy Carson, and it's all coming from these Christians, and it's interesting. Like I'm not a fan of Billy Carson per se. Like I said in my other video, I am definitely, not one who agrees with the alien take on everything, but I I do have to say, you know, um, that's about it. You know what I'm saying? And he's not in my sphere normally, so I just let it rock. Like he's doing his thing and he's helping people the way he's helping people. He's doing what he's doing. But what I'm looking at here with all of these videos talking about he was, he lost the debate, all of this stuff, it's over the top. You know what I'm saying? His career is not over. You know how he responded. That's one thing, that's interesting. But to act like the man is not informed because he walked into a situation unprepared, that's come on, that doesn't make any sense. People and it's all it is an indicator on how impactful he's been in his field. Is and like I said, I'm not really into everything that he talks about. I agree with, when he's talking about quantum field theory and those things that can be validated and justified. Of course, I agree with, but some of the stuff that he says, I'm not really rocking with, and that's just how that goes. There's nothing to it, for me. But I'm seeing people just, I mean, just harping in on what I would perceive as him not, fully backing up his statements, like two statements really. It was just two simple statements. And all of a sudden, it's as if though he has no information. His analysis of the similarities between stories of the Old Testament and stories that come out of Mesopotamia, Babylonia, and so on and so forth is a scholarly analysis. Like scholars agree with that. Looking at other people's um, rebuttal to the Gilgamesh, I mean, Utnapishtim, let's be very clear, to the Utnapishtim Noah similarities, it's ridiculous. Like, it's 100% clear that the biblical writers got the Noah story from the story of Utnapishtim and the flood. Even the book of Enoch. If you read the book of Enoch, and you're gonna have to, I can't, I'm not recalling at the moment the Babylonian Mesopotamian myth, But even the book of Enoch, the figure of Enoch is based upon a Mesopotamian mythos story. I mean, that's clear, because the person is the seventh from the original man, or the seventh king in the line, and then Enoch is the seventh patriarch. That man in the Mesopotamian myth, I can't remember his name, he was taken up to be with the gods. Enoch taken up to be with the God. That man given special knowledge. Enoch given special knowledge. So on and so forth. That man bringing it back to earth. Enoch bringing it back to earth. It's a one-to-one similarities. And then the flood hits. And then the flood hits 10 patriarchs after, 10 patriarchs after creation. In the Utnapishtim story, the flood hits 10 kings after 10 kings after the rulership or whatever. It's a one-to-one correlation. And it's what Dennis McDonald would call density of parallels. It's clear. So it's not like the man doesn't have any scholarship. Like that night, that day, that time, that was just a moment in time. But what I'm witnessing on the internet, every other video, a new person talking about he got slaughtered, so on and so forth, that's a psychosis. That's an indication of how much reach this man has had on the minds and lives of different people. That's what these things in the background represent. These people are chasing this man, Billy Carson, and he need to just turn around and smack him up with some information, because the Christianity, with its contradictions, with its internal inconsistencies, with the very fact that it was an agreed upon spirituality that tried to codify itself with a canon, it's vulnerable because of the way it's written, because of the fact that it has so many different hands in its composition, because it cannot rectify true history with biblical history. You can make some sort of correlations between some things, but it doesn't line up. And this is the issue. And then just common sense, it's vulnerable. And I think what's going on right now is Carson has been influential with his platform, and these people just keep attacking. And and I guess they found a vulnerability, a chink in the chain, and they're pulling on it. Whatever, but it's weird. But it's instructive. It's definitely instructive for people that are trying to deconstruct from the Christian paradigm, and how you need to consistently, move. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. I just needed to drop that thought because that's what I've been thinking, cruising through these YouTube streets. Anyway, hope all